Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Feel Good Fridays. Coming live straight at you from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it's your hosts, Polly and Bags. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Feel Good Fridays. I'm Polly.
And I'm Bags.
And yes, folks, we are trying out a new platform, Riverside Podcasting Service. Let us know what you think. It's a test run, so a lot of things could go sideways. But I'm over here in Ohio. Bags is in Pittsburgh. And what are we going to talk about today, Bags?
Yeah, Paul, it's really probably a really important subject. And the first one is actually personal branding is a really popular thing to talk about when it comes to building your professionalism, your brand, your next steps in your career. But really what we're going to talk today about for our leaders is team brand and the importance of, recognizing your team and the great things that they do and how that will reflect back on you. So we're really going to deep dive into that today, Paul, and really help out our viewers and see if, maybe they have a couple ideas as well on how they build their team brand within their team.
Yeah, for sure. So many times I see great leaders out there that are high performing and just no one knows who they are. As a leader, as a person, they don't know that they're doing all these great things. So I always like to help leaders out there who are high performers and show them the value of what it could do. And when I say what social media can do to your brand, your image, and get your name out there. Get your name out there to other leaders who may be looking to hire someone in the future, right? So you always want to kind of shout out your team wins on LinkedIn, Twitter. Those are my two favorites right there. Shouting out the milestones that your team hits. Anytime you award someone with a trophy or a badge or a certificate, any sort of recognition whatsoever, shout that out. What did they accomplish? What milestone was it? And by doing that consistently and always shouting out your team wins, other leaders are going to look at you and, they're really going to understand what you do with your team and what you expect of them. And you're able to, as a leader, get them to hit those milestones.
Yeah, no, that's spot on, Paul. Those are great ways to externally and internally, using the means of social media, but to build your brand within your own company. Maybe, the old school email, right? Get a little shout out to an email, to a group alias, that is not going to annoy people. We've all been there, done that. A conference call, Teams call, the more modernized way of holding team meetings these days. You can do a little shot there, maybe on a business review, something else that you can put on a PowerPoint to kind of highlight your team and show the great things you're doing. So always looking for those different ways to highlight your team, your brand, your leadership. So when there is an opportunity internally or externally you're looking to apply for or go for, you already have your kind of case built up. People already know about you, what you're going to get, coming in there. So it's not a surprise and things of that nature. So you're always building your brand, per se, your resume when you're highlighting your team through, social media channels, as well as internal channels that you can utilize with the team. So it's an awesome way to really promote your team and your brand and your leadership ability for yourself. But also, if you're maybe aspiring to get into leadership, try taking on a senior role within your own current team and try doing some of those things, highlighting, some of the great things you and your teammates are doing together, as well as your leader that's going to maybe help promote you into that next leadership spot you're trying to get into.
Yeah, no, you're spot on there. And when you bring up a couple good points with, building your resume, right? There was a second round of interviews that I personally was involved in to where someone told me, I see what you do on Twitter and I really like it. So ever since then, it just hit me like, wow, it's like a second resume, right? So anytime I'm looking to hire, that's the first place I go to, LinkedIn, see if they have a profile, see if they're doing the things that we're talking about, see if they're interacting with their team and shouting out their team's wins. I go to Twitter just to see what kind of leader or person, individual that we're getting ready to hire. And then last but not least, with the LinkedIn, again, just making your brand out there, making people know who you are and what kind of results you expect from your team.
Yeah, and I think it goes that little extra effort to do that type of stuff. Is it easy to do? No, it just takes a little bit of time, a little creativity, a little cut and pasting, thoughts on words. But that little extra effort, again, could be the difference between you and another candidate. Somebody might be, up in the air. I'm like, I don't know who to go with, but that could be the deciding factor. Like you said, well, this person goes the extra mile to promote their team, right? And that's the type of person I want a part of our culture and to continue to drive what we're trying to accomplish here at X, Y, and Z. So, why not? Why not?
Yeah, and you'll know that you're doing the right things when folks out there start reaching out to you. Hey, I saw this on Twitter. Really liked it. What all was involved with this event that you put up? Asking others, right? Don't be afraid to pick up the phone or hit them that little message and say, "Hey, I love the event. Can you 5 minutes? Let's get on the phone. Love to hear everything involved with the event, and I want to kind of take that idea and run with it here locally." So, best ideas are always stolen or tweaked, man. I'm telling you,
100%.
I've gotten a bunch from LinkedIn and Twitter for sure. But
me too.
Look, folks, let us know in the comments some ways that you kind of promote your brand. We'd love to hear from you. Drop us a message. Drop us a like. Yes. Check us out on our YouTube channel as well. Paulie & Beggs Feel Good Fridays podcast. Or if you'd like to listen to us on the go, we're on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your pods. We're on all kinds of crazy platforms. But that's a wrap for us this week, Bags. Maybe we'll be together next week. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But like always, everyone, take care.
And have yourself a Feel Good Friday.
Feel Good Friday.
Thank you for tuning in to Feel Good Fridays. If you want to stay up to date with our podcast releases and upcoming material, please like and subscribe our YouTube channel. I'll wait. You didn't do it yet. Go ahead. I'm still waiting. Did you do it? Definitely check us out on our TikTok for special announcements and possible giveaways. Both can be found by searching at Feel Good Fridays Podcast. Thank you, and make it a great day.